I have earned more than $9,000 since July, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Here you can see roughly the views. Here you can see roughly how many videos I uploaded during this period. Well, you know this is bugged. Here it says I uploaded only 5 videos, but in reality I uploaded 3 shorts a day. Later, I lowered the frequency of shorts because I'm focusing more on other channels that are more profitable. As you can see, there was a pause, and why was this pause? This pause is because YouTube rejected my monetization. I mean, they removed monetization for reuse content, and then I had to upload 2 very well edited long videos to appeal and get YouTube to accept monetization again. After that, I continued uploading shorts and the shorts were monetized, but I had to upload those 2 very well edited videos to recover monetization. In fact, I had to contact people to edit those 2 videos. And well, basically that's it. Here you can see the views again that used to be around 500,000 to 800,000 per day. Now they are dropping to about 300,000, and now they are around 200,000. And well, basically that's it. Right now, I'm going to show you how we can create this type of videos. Since it's a template, you will only have to replace a couple of clips and everything would be created. Okay, the first thing we are simply going to do is go to YouTube or TikTok. I recommend TikTok more since TikTok is an external platform to YouTube. And if you download clips from TikTok, you basically won't have as much trouble since they are uploaded on TikTok but not on YouTube. So YouTube won't detect it as much. Here, what I recommend is that you basically pick a situation of some streamer or some president or something that is incredible. For example, this speed trying a German kebab. Simply that clip, you will take that clip and, I don't know, imagine something bad happens, then you will say what happened. Here you can see roughly the scripts I'm creating. Here, basically at the start, I say speed reached 40 million subscribers and his reaction was insane. And here I basically say he lost control. Here I also say he jumped on his computer and broke it, just like he did when he reached 20 million subscribers. And it's already a tradition, you know? It's like a casual short, a bit funny, and here I basically end the video with a CTA that says, leave a like if you would go crazy if you reach 40 million subscribers. Basically, what do I do here? I simply select a theme, a speed clip, something that has potential to go viral. For example, this clip with Cristiano Ronaldo. And basically what we do here is download the clip we are going to talk about, which is the original. And then we will download about 5 or 6 speed clips without text. It's very important that the image has no text. For example, we can download this one that has no text. Basically, to change the image every 3 seconds so YouTube does not detect us for reuse content. We can also use this one. We can also use this one simply just to change the image, okay? Nothing more, just for that. Well, we can also do it with other streamers. For example, with Kai Cenat, I like to follow this account. It's not me, I mean, it's another person's account that uploads clips. And here I usually download the clips. I simply enlarge the videos a bit, and I would already have all Kai Cenat's clips. And I usually upload 1 or 2 a day. Depending on how many he uploads, I copy them all. I copy his ideas, but then I make it completely original. And I do the same with speed. I download 5 clips of Kai Cenat and change the image every 3 seconds so YouTube doesn't detect me as reuse content. You can also find clips on YouTube, but it's not as recommended. And another thing I recommend is to watch compilations, to already have them all here. Here you have the Kai Cenat compilation. This has no subtitles or anything. And here you can find all the compilations, okay? And once we have everything, we simply download the 11 Labs script once we have it created. Very important to follow this structure of having the hook, then the outcome, and then the CTA. The CTA's most important thing is that it's a like always. For example, if you make political videos, it's not necessary to put a CTA for comments. It's simply necessary that you say something controversial during the video. But for example, in these videos, it is good to ask for a like. Now I'm going to show you a short I make about politics so you can see the structure of a political short and see it better. Well, now we are simply going to generate the 11 Labs audio. We are going to click generate speech, and here it will be generated. Okay, once we have the audio generated, we simply download it down here on the right, and that's it. Very important to set the speed to 1 and use this voice called Liam. It's optimized for shorts, and it's the one I use for shorts and is the most viral possible. After that, we go to CapCut. If you register with the link I leave in the description of this video, they will give you 7 days free on CapCut. so you can create all the shorts you want during those 7 days. Then I think it's a $20 monthly subscription. After getting into CapCut, I will simply show you my video template that I use to create the shorts. It's a template that only takes me 15 minutes to make the shorts. If I had to make the short from scratch, it would take about 2 or 3 hours to make the short. But with this template, in 15 or 20 minutes, I can already have a short done, and I usually make about 15 a day, or about 20 a day across all channels. That's why people always ask me why I have so many channels, and I tell them I have a template that allows me to make all the videos I want in 15 minutes. I mean, in 15 minutes I can make one video, and in the next 15 minutes another, and I can have an impressive volume. I also have freelancers hired by the hour to do the same things I'm doing. This is the only way to scale YouTube, not with garbage AI content. You can only scale by having this type of editing. Here I will simply show you roughly how the video is. For this, being a clip or a political video, you don't need to put such aggressive CTAs, since simply by being a political topic, everyone will comment on the video. People who like Trump and people who don't like Trump will fight in the comments. That's why this type of videos tend to be very viral, because they reach a very general audience and have a lot of interaction in the comments. And it also mentions an interesting thing that you can't touch the Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Donald Trump committed the most controversial gesture of his career. During an official visit to Saudi Arabia, he physically touched the crown prince, something that in Saudi culture is totally prohibited, especially in front of cameras. The prince's reaction says it all because their physical contact without authorization is considered a serious lack of respect. But in this case, Trump was the exception. His political power and the importance of the United States meant that nobody said anything. Leave a like if you believe it's true.
And while this is the template, in this template here, basically the only thing we are going to do is click import. Then we will click here. For example, I already have Speed's clips downloaded. I simply open them. I also have another one which is from when he reached 40 million. And basically this is the main clip. The clip of when Speed reached 40 million subscribers. This is what I have to talk about in the video. Then I have these clips to accompany it. Here I have a video of when he jumped for 20 million subscribers onto the PC, which I also mentioned in the script. Here we also import the script we just generated in 11 Labs. And now basically what we have to do is copy this entire template. And well, you may ask, but I don't have this template. And of course I can't give this template here because they would literally demonetize my shorts because of the amount of people who would use this template. If hundreds and hundreds of people used it, and thousands of people, well, it would have become completely useless. That's why I created a community only to give you this template and many hours of YouTube courses. I'm not going to earn a single cent with this community, because for every person who joins, I will give them an old YouTube channel. I'll give you an old YouTube channel that usually costs about $25. I will buy that channel and give it to everyone who joins the community. For example, between $27 and $25 after platform fees, I don't earn absolutely anything. In fact, I think I can even lose a few cents. I'm not completely sure. Well, if you want this template, simply join the community. I leave the link in the description, and I'll give you the channel and the template. And also in the classroom section, you have many guides and a lot of advanced theory about shorts. And I will be uploading many hours of courses over the next few days. Well, here you have the community link in the description if you want to join. And here we would have the template. The only thing we have to do is copy the template. We select absolutely everything. We press Ctrl C, then we paste it here to the right so it doesn't interfere with the main video. We move it further to the right, and here we would have it like it's another video, as if we had duplicated the template. The only thing we would have to do is import the new 11 Labs audio, basically copy the format, paste the format, and then simply replace the clips as well, copying and pasting the format. Then we move the arrows a bit to one side and the other to adjust everything properly and the sounds, and that's it. Everything would be done. And in about 15 minutes or so, we would have the short completely edited. In some cases, I even take 10 minutes. It depends on how the short is and how long it is. The recommended duration is from 30 seconds and up. As you can see, the speed audio I just generated is 30 seconds, which is usually the perfect duration for a short, since they won't watch a 1-minute short either, but a 10-second short is useless because they will reject monetization. The ideal range is 30 to 40 seconds for a short, and as you can see, the script is very well done. And well, basically that would be it. We just complete the template and that's it. And well, this would have been the whole process. If you want more information about YouTube Shorts, I'll see you inside the community.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMMDodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select And here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.